Good afternoon, folks. Admiral Preparedness here. Well, you know what, folks? That frustration level it's getting upper and upper and upper and upper and upper. And we're being lied to every step of the way since Inauguration Day. They're making it up as they go, folks. Um, they're blaming everybody under the sun but themselves, and that's where the blame's due, is on themselves. We're already in fourth quarter, and the numbers just don't look good. Don't look good at all. There are 70 something cargo ships sitting outside the coast of California just waiting to offload. Then you've got containers inside on the land, haven't even been sent out yet, on both coasts. And recently, it's been brought to light that oil slick off the Huntington Beach may have been damaged 2 years ago. And in that ship that, well, they're still being investigated, but dropped anchor on top of a oil pipe. Shouldn't have been there anyway. Should have never been in the first place because of ineptitude, and let's start everything all over again. Day one on the day inauguration occurred, undid a bunch of stuff that didn't need to be undone, and now the polls are just looking like the money in my checking account, getting lower and lower and lower. Folks, if you're not suffering, you will be, because imagine this whole thing is a bunch of dominoes, and it's the International Domino Exposition, and there's everybody out there trying to outwit each other on how they can make dominoes fall. Some are in a single line, just dropping as they will. Some of those form figures and geodetic images, and they're falling at different times, but they all interact, because once they've started to fall, it's just a matter of time before they all start to interact, and that's what's happening right now, worldwide. Not just in one country or another, it's everywhere. And it all started about, let me think, about 50 years ago, reality, but now it's finally catching up. Now this guy wants to do something called Build Back Better after you bungled it. Yeah, that's about right. Build back better after you bungle it. Because you destroyed a process that was in existence in the southern border. We had a country down there, Mexico, who was already doing something that we had asked them to do, and kind of bullied them into it, but they finally started doing what was right. If they come across your border, you're letting them in. That's your fault. You need to stop them before they even get into yours. But that got changed. We're no longer energy independent. That took about 10 seconds at the sign of a pen, and all the speculators got in there and started doing their thing. I just paid $3.03 for gasoline today. First time in, gosh, I can't remember when the last time I paid $3 something. Here in New England, we're being told by our natural gas provider that there may be shortages. Are you kidding me? There may be shortages of natural gas here in New England. It's May just down the road, But that's the domino effect, folks. We're now living in a domino nightmare. The harvest has taken, and the trouble was, a lot of it rotted on the vines, rotted on the ground, was thrown away, plowed under, because there was nobody there to pick it, no way to get it to market, and when it got there, it wasn't any good. Aluminum cans, shrinkflation, everything's just adding up. Now, who gets hurt the most? Senior citizens and the poor. There's a couple snide remarks made by some politicians on these media outlets that are favorable to those crazies, saying it's our fault. We created it. Well, we were created by winning World War II. We created it by building Japan back up. We created it by building Germany back up and letting them become pre-market enterprises. Richard M. Nixon visited China, opened up trade doors one way, and now the United Nations is useless. I don't know why they're still in New York. Bloomberg should automatically close, dedicate that place a dog park, and move on. Nothing's getting done in Congress. We've got all this power grabbing going on. And the senator from West Virginia has pretty much put the kibosh on this energy project that the government was trying to start. You can't keep borrowing money and expecting somebody to pay back later. I'm sorry, folks, but I've had it up to my... I've had it. I'm done. I can only stress prep, folks. If you ain't prepping, you got nobody else to blame but yourself. Because I just got 2 cans of this and 2 cans of that today and only spent $20. But that's 2 weeks worth of food for me. I don't get it, folks. These people out here saying we're nuts. Well, I'm telling you something right now. We're in a domino nightmare. And as soon as those dominoes hit your front door, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it, and you're not ready, you're going to be standing looking like, help me now, help me, Uncle Sam, help me, help me, help me. Ain't going to be nobody there to help you. If anything, they'll come into your home and take what they want for the good of the many. Outweigh the one of the funds. There's a slang for that. It goes back a long time ago when the democracies were formed, that whatever's yours could be theirs. Whatever's theirs could be everybody else's. It turned into communism, socialism. Well, I got to tell you right now, Venezuela, you don't see the nightly news talking every day about that place. Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Chile, Honduras, I could just keep naming them. They're on the verge of going socialism, but they understand it. They're all coming up here. Now you got these clowns here want to just give everything out for free. Later on, that bill's going to be due. And everything costs this much. I love that. Everything costs this much. Well, folks, I tell you what, I'm so tired and sick and tired of it. I'm so tired and sick and tired of being sick and tired. And this is just the first 9 months. There's going to be a revolution. Get ready for the revolution. I don't know how it's going to show up. I don't know who's going to bring it to your front door, but it's going to come knocking. They already started letting people go because they won't take the shot. You're willing to sacrifice the entire economy of this country for a few million people because they won't give up their freedom? I mean, if they get sick and die, they get sick and die. Everybody knows how to be safe. We've done it now for 18 months. The ones that got caught up in it were the ones that weren't ready and weren't prepared. That's a shame. I don't want anybody to feel that I've got something against anybody who's not ready to use their civil rights, but that's what they're for. My decision is my decision. You're free to have your decision. Just don't get me, or I'm prepared to protect myself from you. In whatever means or need possible, folks. You sit down and think about those dominoes. Every time you see something at a store going, where's that? Why is that hole there? Where there's a domino that fell. Today, all the cranberry sauce is gone off the shelf. Folks, I know I took an image of it from the last time I was there, and I know that area was well stocked up. So somebody came in and just got them all. Now it'll be 1-2 weeks before we start seeing jelly cranberries back on the shelf. I hope. I got my stock, but I was buying it slowly, so it wouldn't seem like I was being greedy. But now a lot of these stores now are limited so many per customer per day. That's back. We're getting pinched here, folks. And by Joby, I tell you what, when all these folks are out there screaming they can't heat their homes because fuel is so expensive, gosh darn government better open up their wallet and start putting checks in people's bank accounts, or going to those oil providers and paying for that oil and getting free delivery of it. We don't have any natural gas. We ran out. We can't make it no more. We have to import it from someplace else because somebody doesn't like the way we get it out of the ground here, where there's a lot of it. America's got lots of natural gas. I'm going to leave it at that, folks. God bless you all. And remember, folks, it can happen from the north, it can happen from the south, it can happen from the east, or coming from the west. Always be prepared, and if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, or I'll be out there waiting for you to come to me. Admiral Preparedness, God bless you all.